Hey, what is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. Out here in Breckenridge, Colorado today, it's pretty much full-on spring conditions out here in Colorado. It's been really warm, like in the 40s right now. Super fun out there, out here riding with some friends for a few days. And yeah, it's been all time. But for now, I'll be on here for about an hour hanging out with you guys. If you guys have any questions related to snowboarding, snowboard gear, traveling, anything about here in Colorado, let me know. I'm gonna try to answer all of your questions. And also, I usually go for about an hour on the live chat here if this is your first live chat on Board Archive. And towards the end of the chat, around 6:20 Mountain Time, I'm gonna have a couple of my friends come out and we're gonna eat some of Debonity hot sauce. So Bo from Japan is out here, as well as my friend Jason, two of my oldest friends. It's been a great time hanging out with them here. So they'll be out in the live chat soon. So if you guys have any questions for them, try to think of a question over the next 45, 50 minutes, and then we'll get some questions for them for the last couple of minutes of the chat as well. And looks like we already had a few people on here. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Looks like we got Ian the Welshman, B. Calvi, Christopher. What's up, guys? Daniel Pincher, Ford Phillips, Mark Eam. What's up, guys? Daniel Pincher just got back from 2 weeks in Japan with a week in Hakuba. So all good other than I had to come home. Sounds like that's part of the conversation going on before the chat here. Sweet. Oh yeah, also if you guys want to let me know where in the world you're joining us from, it's always awesome to hear where you guys are at. We always have people from all over on here. We got Northern Hollow from Boston asking Union Forces or Bent Metal Logic for a GNU T2B intermediate rider here. Honestly, man, I'd go for the Forces. I think bent metals are great. But they have the adjustable heel cup, which is nice. They have like the swappable base plates, so supposedly you're able to adjust the kind of like the flex of the binding a little bit with that, but I've personally never tried them, but I'm down for the Forces. The Forces have always been a solid binding for me. And we got Yuri, what's up? Champ Lindahl, Ethan McKinney, Miles Wilkin, Chad Hone, Morgan W, what's up, guys? Hunter is in Breck right now. Awesome, man. I was out riding Breck all day. Hopefully you were out there and had a good time out there. It was pretty fun, but it was really crowded today. It was actually more crowded than it has been over the weekend for some reason. I guess those spring break crowds are starting to come in. But yeah, Hunter, stoked to hear you're out in Colorado enjoying the riding out here. Yu Yang, Ta, what's up, dude? Bob asking if I've used Rome bindings in the past. I have. I've used the Rome 390 Boss in the past, and they were a solid binding, but just with the adjustability and the performance to go with the unions, that's kind of what I've been rocking recently. But yeah, the 390 Bosses, I remember, was the first bindings I had with canted footbeds, which was pretty cool. And that's kind of like a slanted footbed. It makes it a little bit more comfortable on your knees. I wouldn't say it's like a huge feature in bindings, but it helps out a little bit. T-Bone, what's up, man? Carrie Pierce on the chat. How's it going, Carrie? Hope you and the family are all well. Inessa, how's it going? L Stacker on the chat, regular here every week. Good to see you, man. Michaela from Australia, what is up? Ramo, Jason S from Melbourne. We got hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that. I think I lost my connection there briefly. You guys, all right, I'm seeing some comments come through. Bad Riders, what's up, Adam? Reds Cap. Is the connection all good now, guys? Leave a comment, let me know. Okay, Osvaldo saying we're all good. Sweet. Awesome, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi at the place we're staying right now, but I'm outside, obviously, so I think I should have a good connection now, though. All right, let me scroll back up here. Oh man, looks like Allison got broke off yesterday snowboarding. Sorry to hear that, Allison. Hopefully all is good. Or no, that's Ailson. Hope all is good, man. T-Bone from Minnesota. Tu Yang from Rhode Island. Isaiah from Louisville. What's up, guys? Oh, and L-Stackers from Idaho. Nice. Champ Lindahl, are you going to snowboard other resorts in Summit County? Yeah, so I was actually out at Keystone yesterday. I'll be back out at Keystone tomorrow if anyone's going to be out there, riding until about 1 or 2 o'clock. And then Kevin actually comes into town tomorrow evening. So I'm heading back to Denver, going to meet him out there. And then we're all going to be riding together, making videos here in Colorado for about a week. So really looking forward to that, and should be getting out with Ryan Napton and Jonathan Buckhouse as well. So it's going to be an awesome week. Engen, what's up, man? Eric Tenney from Springfield, Massachusetts. What's your opinion on a good park board, the Battalion Evil Twin or Global Warmer? Really the Flex. Very similar boards otherwise. The Evil Twin is going to be a little bit more of a mid-flex, a little bit more well-rounded, whereas the Global Warmer is quite a soft snowboard, going to be very playful, easy to press, good for jibbing and that type of stuff, whereas the Evil Twin's a little bit more stable, a little bit better just kind of all around. Rodrigo from Vancouver. Elise Lenski, what's up, Elise? Tommy Ta, what's up, man? Joey C. TJ, are the TM3 Greniers worth a try? Yeah, so I rode that boot all last season. I think it was one of the most comfortable, barely soft. They lost a lot of support over time. I got probably over 100 days on them, but they held up really well. They were super comfortable. They're just kind of expensive. I think they're like $450. So I may switch back to them. I'm not sure. Right now I'm on the Adidas Tactical ADV and I'm looking for an alternative. I went and tried on the Ride Trident the other day in Denver, and I think those are a little too stiff for what I'm looking for. So, but yeah, to answer your question quickly, I think that it's definitely worth a try if they're catching your eye and you're willing to pay the price. They are a very solid boot, not overly aggressive. Tu Yang, thoughts on the Arbor Cypress bindings? Oh man, sorry about that, guys. I am about as close to the house as I can get, so hopefully the connection stays strong. Sorry about the lag, guys, there. But yeah, to get back to that question, the Arbor Cypress is a solid binding. Got some good stability and responsiveness, definitely significantly stiffer than the Hemlock, which is the other Arbor binding. And yeah, I got the adjustable heel cup, the 3D molded ankle strap. They're a good binding for sure. All right, let me see if I can find my place here. All right, Maxim Brault, what's easier to learn, a lip slide or a board slide? Definitely a board slide, I would say, when you're just starting out. Once you get really comfortable with both of them, I kind of almost think a lip slide is easier. I just personally think that they're more fun, but when you're first learning, a board slide is definitely easier. Engen from Absolute Park, Austria. Nice, Engen. Have fun out there, dude. I'd love to check that place out sometime. All right, Devrim from Turkey on the chat. All right, Zach Eigert with a question on the Union Stratas. Just thoughts on the Stratas, pros and cons. So I think performance-wise, they're very similar to the Union Force, but they just have some nice upgraded features, which honestly I think makes it totally worth the buy. It's worth the extra money that you're going to pay to get the Stratas. So really, you get that Forma ankle strap, which is just super comfortable. It just blends right into your boot, don't even feel it. And then you got that rubberized footbed. I really like that. That's been helping a lot with dampening. Those are the two biggest standouts. And also they, Union just, I'm pretty sure it's across the whole line. They've switched out the washers on the ankle strap. So if you've had Unions in the past and ever ran into that issue, I think that's happened. It's a pretty small percentage of bindings that it happens to, but it did happen to some. And they fixed that. So I literally haven't had to tighten my bindings straps since I bought them, and I've gotten like probably 70 days on them. All right. Thanks for the question, Zach. Jose Bautista, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world right now. Art Thomas on the chat. What's up, Art? Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome home. Thank you. Thank you. It feels good to be back in Colorado for sure. Super excited to be riding out here for the next few days, or I guess it's going to be just over a week with Kevin. So yeah, man, thank you. And also, I guess I'm just going to take a quick tangent right here and tell you guys the backstory of getting to Colorado. If you live in Colorado, you may know already, but some of you guys probably don't. One of the biggest storms that ever hit Denver in the last like couple of decades, it was called a bomb cyclone, fell on the same day that my flight was supposed to come into Denver. So my flight actually got canceled. I'm here with Rav and Yannick as well. And so all three of our flights were canceled. And we found out right at the last minute. We were like very close to the airport. We actually drove from Whistler to Seattle to catch a flight. And we opted to just drive all the way from Seattle to Denver overnight. It was like 30 hours straight driving to get to Colorado. It was super intense, but that's why we're here. So shout out Rav and Yannick for helping with the drive and committing to that. It was gnarly, but super stoked to be here. All right, and we got Ride Beside with a super chat. What up, TJ? Go grab some sushi at Mountain Flying Fish. Good sushi joint. Have fun in Colorado. Oh, thanks, man. I'll check it out. Actually, I've never been there. I'll have to see where it is. Thank you, man. And we got Snowboard from France. What's up? Or Newboard. And Champ Lindahl, how difficult are the peaks at Breck? They're pretty challenging. There's a lot of different routes down usually when you hike up, but I would say like as far as just like chairlift wise, probably peak 6 and peak 10 are the most challenging. And then if you do the hikes, it's all kind of like double black. You can hike up from peak 8 and peak 6 and peak 10. You can probably hike up from all of them. But yeah, it's pretty challenging, like expert terrain. Like right now there's no new snow, so it's pretty mogully, pretty choppy and firm kind of icy conditions in places. So it's definitely like double black. We actually did a hike today up Peak 8. It was pretty cool up Imperial Chair. Robert Fowler, what's up, man? How much extra board would I be getting with the Battalion Surfer Limited versus Party Wave? Any binding recommendations? Oh man, I can't speak too much on the Party Wave, man. That's one of the battalions that I haven't gotten on yet. I'm really looking forward to the chance to get on it, but haven't yet. And I would say the Battalion Surfer Limited is just going to be a little bit lighter versus the regular Surfer. It is cool that it's limited, obviously. Like I think there was like 60 or 90 or something made this year, and it's a really, really fun snowboard. I definitely back the Surfer, so if you're into that board, I'd recommend picking it up. And yeah, the Party Wave looks awesome, but I haven't ridden it yet. And for binding rec, that'd probably be my choice. Thanks, Robert. Hope to see you on a Surfer, dude. And L Stacker, what can I do if my boots are too big? Oh man, honestly, like if they packed out and they're just a little bit too big now, a little bit loose. Unfortunately, the best solution when boots are too big is to, get a new pair of boots and make sure they fit properly and you're gonna break them in. But some other solutions you could try in the meantime if you wanna get, maybe like 10 or 20 more days out of them. You'll need to go to either like a ski boot shop or your local snowboard shop. You can get shims under the footbed that can take up some volume and help make it a little bit tighter. Also, like aftermarket footbeds, insoles, I think would be a good option. There's also some like foam wraps and padding like J-bars and things like that that they can put in the boots to try to take up volume and make it fit a little bit better. But it's gonna just depend on what, where you go, what they have on hand. But there are some solutions. So good luck, L Stacker. Sorry to hear your boots are too big, man. Bad Riders. Hey TJ, planning to update your quiver this season? I'm gonna do all new quiver next season. So probably not this season. I don't think I'm gonna pick up anything else. Yeah, just rocking the Westmark, the Kazoo, and I'm gonna be bringing out the Twin Pig and riding that one a lot soon. So stoked to get back on that board. I'll probably, actually in the next few days, I'll be back on the Twin Pig. So excited to get back on that guy. Other than that, no plans to add any boards to the quiver right now, man. But, thinking about what I want for next year, definitely gonna go for a whole new quiver next year. Inessa, how's the weather in Colorado? It's pretty nice. Right now it's a little bit overcast. It was like super sunny all day. Yesterday as well, just like bluebird, really warm days. It's been kind of like cold in the mornings, like it was probably around 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I think yesterday it was like 4 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning, and then it warmed up to over 40 degrees. So huge contrast in the temperatures throughout the day, but it's feeling like spring out here. It's nice. It's been really fun for some park riding. All right. Ethan McKinney, best board for backcountry in between trees. So I would say it depends, man. If you're like for sure only gonna do it on POW days, like to try to get out there in the trees, then maybe something like the Jones Storm Chaser or something that's like kind of very POW specific and surfy would be good. The Storm Chaser is nice because it's got like the spooned out nose, the carbon in it, and like a little bit of magnet traction going on. So it's pretty good for kind of variable terrain if you run into that. But having such a short tail, it's not super stable. So otherwise, I would just go for something maybe a little bit directional, maybe something like the Capita Kazoo, the Burton Deep Thinker, the K287, something that's still gonna float well, but has a little bit more tail to help in those variable conditions, man. So yeah, it'll still swivel through the trees nicely, float well, and offer some stability as well. The Orca, obviously, great choice, but I know that one's hard to come by right now. Rob Gams, TJ, do you think the 32 TM2s are a good upgrade from the Lashed if I'm looking for something stiffer and more responsive? Definitely, man. Yeah, I rode the TM2s for several seasons and I enjoyed them a lot. If you can, get into a shop and try them on and wear them around for like 20, 30 minutes, or even if ideally, wear them around the house for a couple of hours before you go out riding so you can return them if it's not a good fit. But yeah, just make sure the boot fits and is comfortable and you go through that process before you fully commit to it and take it out on the mountain. But as far as performance and flex and responsiveness goes, I think the TM2s are definitely a good upgrade from the Lashed. All right, new board with a goggle question. Best lenses for total whiteout with fog and snow, clear or yellow or something else? I've been rocking the Storm lens from Smith. That's my low light lens right now. I've also done the Rose Prism from Oakley. But I think the high pink in those conditions from Oakley would probably be one of the best lenses out there. Clear is always a good option as well for low light conditions. But yeah, probably the high pink from Oakley or the Storm lens from Smith. I've had some experience with those, and yeah, I'd recommend both of those. MH, is the GNU Headspace with Union Forces and Vans High Standard a good setup for all mountain? Yeah, it's a great choice, man. The GNU Headspace, it's like an all mountain freestyle board. So if you're not really planning on spending much time in the park, you could go for something maybe a little bit burlier. The GNU Headspace is like a nice mid flex. It's still quite pressable and maneuverable, but it does have the magnet traction, which will help a lot for all mountain. It's got the positive C3 camber profile as well. So yeah, I think it'd be a good way to go. It's one of my favorite boards. Dylan Lee, What do you think of the DOA versus Outsiders? The Outsiders is just a little bit stiffer, man. They're very similar otherwise. I think the Outsiders is a little bit kind of more jump focused when it comes to freestyle stuff, whereas the DOA is a bit more well-rounded. Still a good all-around board, but yeah, the Outsiders just kind of edges the DOA out a bit on stiffness. Nick asking when I'm going to be at Key. I'll be at Keystone tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll be there at least a day or two other than that once Kevin comes into town. But for now, tomorrow is the plan for Keystone. Michaela, what's the plans for summer for you guys? New Zealand, Oz, etc. So I'm thinking New Zealand is a place I would really like to go. So I'm thinking New Zealand is probably going to happen probably in August, and then we'll do Mount Hood in June, hoping to do like the first couple of sessions there at High Cascade. We'll keep you guys posted for sure. Make sure to check out Kevin's live chats over on Snowboard Pro Camp. I'm sure he'll be talking about that and keeping you guys posted over there as well. But yeah, hoping for High Cascade, Woodward Copper, and then New Zealand, and then we'll see from there. But those three are kind of top priority right now in my mind. Sapio just ordered the Burton Custom with the Malavitas and Ion boots. Thoughts on the setup? Great setup, man. The Ions are they're a pretty aggressive boot. So yeah, I think it's going to be like a pretty burly setup, capable of pretty much whatever you want to do. Good all-arounder. Burton Custom is a great board, man, and the Malavitas are awesome as well. Throwing Burton bindings on the Burton board, not a bad choice. GDI base is in Breck 2. Sick, man. Yeah, I think later this evening we're gonna head out to Main Street for a little bit and check out the town. And all my friends that are visiting from North Carolina are actually leaving tomorrow morning. They got to catch an early flight, so that'll be kind of the last hangout with those guys. King Kilbasa, what's up, man? All right, Ford Phillips. Love your videos, TJ. Sorry for this weird question, but I wear a size 12 boot. Barefoot is 26 centimeters. Should I get a 26 centimeter waist board? Could I get away with 25.8, or should I go even wider than 26? With a size 12, I think you'd be probably fine on a 26. But honestly, man, I would go wider if you can, like 26 and a half, or if you can get close to 27. I think the wider, the better. Just gonna help to eliminate that heel and toe drag. It'll make it more fun for carving. So I would try to go wide, but you'd be fine on 26. All right, I think a super chat came through here. Let me just get back in here. All right, NGen with the super chat. Flackout is great. We had 2 POW days already testing Rome Battalion and lobster boards. All hail the Wheat Camber guys. Hashtag boot fund. Thanks, NGen. Yeah, when's the first podcast episode coming out? Let me know. But yeah, that sounds awesome, man. Rome Battalion and lobster. That sounds like a good time. Let me know how it goes. Hope to see you here next week with an update. All right, Chad Hone. I have a pair of K2 Masis boots now. Looking for another more durable boot with similar flex. Any thoughts? Do you prefer normal lace to boa? I do prefer normal lace to boa. And I've ridden the K2 Masis before. They're a very comfortable boot. I've tried them on many times when I was working at Evo. It was a very popular boot. A lot of people seem to love the way that it fits. And it is a double boa boot, if you guys don't know. Well, it's a single boa with the it's not tongue tied, but there's like what do they call it? Conda system, which like holds your ankle down. So yeah, great boot. I think the TM2, the Adidas ADV that I'm rocking would be good alternatives for normal lace solution. I'm looking at maybe trying to check out some Nitro boots. I've heard some good things about those. And they have some standard lace options as well with a similar flex. But yeah, I think if you're okay with the BOA, you could also check out the Ride Lasso. That boot's very comparable to the Macis, so that could be worth checking out. Thanks for the question, man, and for the super chats. All right. All right, Paul S. Love the channel, TJ from Ottawa. Capita DOA or GNU Headspace for a second playful and poppy board as a change from the All Mountain TRS. I think if you really love the magnet traction, obviously go for the GNU Headspace, but I'd probably try out the DOA. The DOA is one of the poppiest boards I've ever ridden to date still. It's just got a lot of pop. It's a really fun board, good all-arounder. It's not super playful. Neither of the boards are super playful. But yeah, if you're looking for pop, I'd go DOA. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more playful but still has that good all-mountain feel, I'd go for the Headspace. Chad saying the Macis doesn't fit his foot super good, has a skinny foot. Yeah, the Ride Lasso might actually be a better fit then. They're a bit narrower than the K2, so that could be a good one to check out. And I'd probably go Adidas over 32 if you have a narrow foot. And B Calvi tossing up between a K2 After Black, Yes the Greats, or a Smokin' Awesome. What would you recommend? Man, I haven't ridden the Smokin', but I think between the After Black and the Greats, it's a tough call, but I'd probably go Greats. I think I actually rode that board recently. Review is going to be coming out pretty soon on the Greats, and an updated review. I rode it a couple of seasons ago as well. And the mid bite, which is like additional contact points in the side cut, they made it a little bit more aggressive, and it's pretty noticeable, and it's still like super freestyle friendly. So yeah, they're both Camrock. So both Camrock and similar flex. The K2 is actually stiffer, so that might be something to consider, but I would go Greats. Osvaldo, not sure where we're riding Saturday yet, man, but I'll try to keep you guys posted. I've been trying to keep the stories going on Instagram. If you guys want to follow along on the trip here in Colorado, at Board Archive, you can see where we're at on any given day, and I'll try to maybe even let you guys know in advance where we'll be at. And I think we're probably going to do a meetup as well at some point once Kevin gets into town, and hopefully get up with Ryan Nafton and Jonathan Buckhouse as well. Connor asking where we'll be next week. Yeah, man, follow the Insta. We'll keep you guys posted. Bob asking, has the Boost foam been everything it's made out to be on your ADVs? Awesome question, man. And yeah, I've actually been pretty stoked on the Boost foam. I have a video coming out on Board Archive soon that's going to kind of be like a comprehensive review, or 60-day follow-up on the ADVs. I've gotten a good bit over 60 days on them, but yeah, the Boost sole is actually noticeable. It's not as noticeable while you're snowboarding. Just, I don't know, it's hard to notice that little bit of extra cushion that you get, but I've actually just jumped off things to test it out onto flat ground, and it does help. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely a positive on the ADVs. Michael Van Hun, how long are you in Breck for? Actually going to be staying in Silverthorne starting tomorrow. We'll be hanging around Dillon, Silverthorne, riding all over though, and we'll be here till the 27th. All right, thanks for all the questions, guys. Just kind of going through some of the comments here, scrolling down a bit. David B, how's the mid bite compared to Magna Traction? It's definitely not on the same level as Magna Traction, but I would say it's very similar to Grip Tech. I think Grip Tech, which is Arbor's contact point solution, is going to be a little bit more aggressive. It's going to just edge it out just a little bit, but the mid bite is noticeable. I rode it on some firm conditions and it helped. It's not Magna Traction, but it does help. Awesome, guys. Thank you for all the questions here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We still got like 96 people on the chat. And we got Michael Van Hun saying he's going to be at Copper Thursday and Breck Friday, Saturday. Would love to get a pic. Yeah, man. Hopefully we'll see you out there. Definitely would love to hang out and chat a bit, get a photo wherever I see you. Hopefully, probably, I'd like to ride Copper. I think we'll probably get out to Copper, but I don't know if we'll be there on Thursday or not, man. Elise asking if there's anything to know about riding an indoor slope. Gonna be hitting up Snow Planet in New Zealand when I move. Oh, nice. Congrats on making the move to New Zealand. That should be a nice change. And I would say just be ready to go from really warm to really cold. I've ridden 2 indoor slopes and they've just been like -2 Celsius. So it's pretty cold. But other than that, you know, it's going to be kind of like man-made snow conditions, pretty firm. It gets a little granular, kind of slushy, sugary as well in places, but have fun. Yeah, Snow Planet looks awesome. And Salketo, what's up? Jess Rosenthal, oh, bringing up injuries. The worst injury I've had is when I broke my ankle. That's definitely the worst one, but unfortunately that comes with the territory. Tu Yang, are there any cons to Magna Traction? I mean, I think that the like 7-point, like the aggressive, like very accented Magna Traction that's on their more all mountain boards and their freeride boards is a little bit sketchy for doing rails. You know, not to say you can't ride rails with it, but I prefer a mellower Magna Traction if I'm going to be doing park. Other than that, I don't really think there's any cons. I don't think it slows you down. I don't think it really does anything negative. It just grips. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything really negative about it. MSE, Magna Traction or mid bite for an all mountain board? Magna Traction, I would say. It's just gonna give you more grip, man. Mid bite helps though if you want to get on a yes. Sounds like you're choosing between like a Libtech, a GNU, and a yes. Captain Colonel, go to Loveland. I may very well get out to Loveland. I'm hoping to get out to A Basin as well. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. I haven't been to Loveland in a while. I've been there maybe like 5 or 6 times actually ever. But yeah, it's a really fun resort. And Nick asking if there's any plans on riding a bike park for the summer. This summer, the fine-tuned plans are still kind of up in the air, but I definitely would love to do some like kind of like flow tracks through the bike park this summer. If I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to do it. I'd really like to ride some flow parks in Whistler. I've got all my mountain bike gear up there. I just got to get a bike. Or get my hands on a bike for the day. So hopefully, but yeah, I'm hoping to get to some like warmer climates, like maybe do a bit of traveling in between the snowboard trips this summer. So we'll see, but it should be a fun summer. Yeah. Notorious HAN, do you do any snowboard related workouts in the gym or at home? Not really, man. I'm out riding almost every day. So I feel like that's a pretty good workout for all the muscles you need for snowboarding, especially in your legs. I'll do a little bit of stuff like general fitness stuff at home, work on some cardio as well, but that's about it. I keep it pretty mellow. Isaiah Lunsford asking if the blunted tips on the Frank April Westmark helps in powder. Uh, Good eye for catching those details, man. And I don't think it really helps in powder at all, honestly. It rides just like a true positive camber, full camber board in the POW. It's not the best for powder, but I think it helps a lot if you're like in freestyle stuff, like if you're trying to do any pole jams or like just kind of wedge the board into any feature or like sketchy like snowbank or something, you're trying to jam the board up. That's really where that helps out. But I don't think it's a huge deal, honestly. I think if I get a Westmark camber again, I'll probably just get the regular model. Carson Kidd, any tips for snowboarding with a shoulder injury? Not looking to re-dislocate my shoulder, but I've got a trip planned for spring break and still want to send it a little. Oh man, yeah, definitely do what you can to stay in control so you don't fall and re-dislocate that shoulder. I know that's a super painful injury. I think the best thing you can do is just kind of keep it a little bit mellower and just do tricks that you're confident in, that you feel pretty confident you'll be able to land. Don't go full send. MSE asking what the recovery process was like from breaking my ankle and what did I do to speed up the process. Honestly, it took about 9 months. It's kind of a long story. It should have been about 6 months, but yeah, just listen to your doctors. I don't think I'm qualified to give any kind of medical advice, especially with like a serious injury like that. So do your physiotherapy. Yeah, just do what your doctors tell you, and that'll be the best way. Don't slack off. And also, even after you start riding again, continue strengthening. I still like stretch my ankle and try to strengthen it regularly. Burns. Hey TJ, thanks for the board advice from the last live chat. Curious, what are you planning, or are you planning on coming out to Eastern Canada next season? Maybe Mont Tremblant. Haven't planned that far out yet, but definitely have been talking about maybe doing like a more kind of East Coast trip with Kevin. I'd love to get down to North Carolina and show him around there, and I'd love to get out to where Kevin grew up snowboarding as well. So maybe it'll happen, but cannot confirm that at this point. Ford Phillips with the super chat. Thanks, Ford. Thanks for the advice. Love the hilarious Rick and Morty references in the Revelstoke vid the other day. You, Kevin, and Chris are all such cool guys. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you liked that. Yeah, I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, and I just had that show me what you got in the video, and it just reminded me of that, so I had to throw it in there, and decided to start off the video with some Swifty. So any of you Rick and Morty fans, check out the last Revelstoke backcountry video. There's a reference in there. Reggie, Red's cap is in Cali. Nice. And enjoy it, man. You know, you gotta take the seasons as they come. Hold on one second here, guys. All right, sorry about that. All right, Justin Laird. Hey TJ, trying to decide between the 2020 versions of the Capita Kazu and the T-Rice Orca. We'll be riding in Japan and Australia. Thanks, man. If you're going to Japan, I would say Orca. Yeah, the Orca definitely floats better than the Kazu. I think the Kazu is a bit more freestyle friendly if you're trying to, focus maybe more on like natural spinning, I guess is more what I meant, like on natural features. The Kazu might be better, but otherwise for float and just all around, like all mountain with that magnet traction and the width, I would go with the Orca. And asking if I'm in Revelstoke. No, I am in Breckenridge, Colorado. And I'll be in Eric Tenney, what are some things you can do during the off season to help improve snowboarding skills? Skateboarding, anything that trains balance or air awareness, jumping on trampolines, cliff jumping. I build like a little balance board, DIY balance board out of an old skateboard and some old shoes and like a 2-liter bottle that I think is like probably the funnest off-season training around, my personal opinion. But yeah, just anything that trains balance or any other board sports, really. FEA, do you use the Epic or Icon more? Well, probably the Epic, just because I'm based out of Whistler. I've been riding Whistler a ton. Probably got the most days at Whistler this season, using the Epic a lot here in Colorado. But definitely have gotten some good use out of the Icon, riding in Revelstoke, Jackson, and Niseko. And I think we're going to be hitting up Copper and maybe some other Icon places here in Colorado. So stoked to have both this year. It's been awesome. We got David Jones on the live chat. What's up, David? Definitely go check out his channel if you're not already subscribed over there. He's putting up all kinds of awesome videos. And opinions on snowboard leashes. I think they're kind of swag, and I think everyone should get into snowboard leashes. Hashtag leash life. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you feel like your board might fall off your feet, you should probably get a leash. So I think in your case, David, yeah, you should probably get one. I think it'd be worth it. Tenshi Hayashi, where to next? So after this trip, it's back up to Whistler, and then no plans firmly set right now. Maybe we'll do like a kind of a resort that's within driving distance from Whistler, but I don't see any big trips planned really until Mount Hood, but we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. All right, Shabingus. Shout out to David Jones one more time. All right. Anonymous K, good morning, mate. Down in Oz. Nader Millet 87, have you used a Sims board before? I have ridden the Sims, the Juice. I only got I think I only got one run on it, unfortunately, which is why I didn't end up reviewing it. But yeah, I'd love to get on some more Sims now that they're pressed in the Never Summer Factory. So definitely would like to get on all the Sims boards. We'll see how it goes. Ivan Pierce, what's up, Ivan? Sitting on the couch as a cyclone threatens the coast, and all I can think of is snow. Oh man, sorry to hear. Hopefully it's not bad or it misses your area. Finally able to catch a live chat again. Any advice for trying tree runs for the first time? Awesome, nice. Yeah, Ivan, definitely tree runs is some of the funnest snowboarding out there, in my opinion. I love getting in the trees, especially on a POW day. And I think a couple things to keep in mind is be looking out for places where you can control your speed. Always be looking out where you can make your next turn or slash, and so you don't get going too fast in the trees. And the biggest thing really is just kind of looking ahead and choosing your line and staying like 1 or 2 turns ahead. So a tree or anything that you find in the woods doesn't sneak up on you like a drop or a root or anything, and you can kind of make sure nothing catches you by surprise. The last thing you want is to run into a tree in there. So start off slow and you'll kind of figure out the flow and get better over time. But it's super fun. Glad to hear you're gonna start trying it out. Just be careful, man. King Kilbasa, what's the next board review vid? It's gonna be the Yes, the Greats. So that one will be coming soon, man. Thanks for asking. Guillermo Police, best epic mountain in Colorado. Tough call, but I'm gonna have to go with Keystone. Just, I don't know. I really, really enjoy that mountain every time I go, and I've ridden it a lot, know it very well. Keystone's a lot of fun. DC's coming out with a step-on boot. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's awesome to see other brands kind of going along with that new technology. Obviously, a lot of people really love the step-on binding, so the more variety of boots that are available, the better it's going to be for you guys. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think it's good. Carson Kidd asking if I've ever been in Fernie. Never been to Fernie, man. But I don't know how far away that is from Whistler, so if it's within driving distance, there might be a chance to go there this year. I think it's on one of the passes. $11 KTM. If you were to move to any location in Canada for boarding, what town would it be? It'd be Whistler for sure, hands down. Yeah, Whistler is incredible. Revelstoke was really cool too, though. But I don't have, honestly, that is a little bit of a biased answer because I don't have experience at many other Canadian resorts. But from what I've heard from everyone else, I think in Canada, Whistler is kind of like the mecca. So try to get to Whistler if you can. It's tough to live there though. With that, the housing situation is pretty wild. All right, Mitchell Carson. Any tips on front threes? I can front 180, but when I front three, landing blind is so different. It is, man. Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to. And I think the biggest thing is just rotating your head and your shoulders so you can get that rotation all the way around, and even do a front side shifty if you have to, and try to land on your toes. If you lock in those toes, it's going to stop that rotation, and that'll help you out. But yeah, the landing blind thing is just something that you're going to have to, it just takes time to get used to. So it looks like Jason and Bo are about ready to come out here. If you guys have been hanging out since the beginning of the live chat, thank you. I mentioned at the beginning, Bo and Jason are coming out here. We're gonna eat some hot sauce. If you got any questions for those guys, two of my oldest friends, learned a lot of tricks with these guys, had a lot of time on snow. And we're gonna eat Da Bomb Beyond Insanity.
What's up?
This is Jason.
Hey everybody.
We got Bo over here as well.
What's up?
Sick, guys. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats before we jump into this.
Those.
And I think we're good. Awesome. All right. We're going to get this going.
Yep. Have you guys heard of the bomb before?
So Da Bomb, the Scoville is like 135,000 or something. If you guys have seen
135,600 Scovilles.
If you guys have seen the show Hot Ones, it's one of the hottest sauces on that show. So start thinking of some questions for these guys, and we're about to eat some hot sauce. And we're not going to take it easy. We're going to eat. Okay, yeah.
Hot sauce on broccoli.
I left it up to these guys to choose, so we're going broccoli, which is
Look at this
fine.
gourmet plate.
Nice. All right, let's get over here. You guys want to scoot in there?
This is gonna suck.
The light's a little better over there.
This is gonna be so bad.
It is. Yeah, this is gonna be gnarly. Oh man, yeah, just put the plate right there, dude. Don't eat it yet. Well, you want to get in there? That way all three of us can be. Yeah.
I got you on your swipe.
Oh! Oh, dude, you gotta get in the shot. We didn't, okay, here we go. Oh,
I don't
perfect.
see any chats. Hello, YouTube world.
YouTube.
Oh, Loki looks like Kevin with that beanie. Oh, snap. It's because of the blonde beard, probably.
the ginger.
Okay, before I get to these questions, let's show the dip that we got.
We all the same amount?
This might look like a small amount, but I did
Mine's
a much smaller amount
concentrated.
on my tongue last night, and it still burns.
It is extremely hot, extremely hot. Okay, so
This is about the
it's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna try to chew it up as fast as I can. And,
You gotta
and just
linger in
get
your
it down.
mouth.
Just get it down.
We don't have drinks.
No drinks,
Guess we're eating
obviously,
snow.
no drink, no.
All right, let's go.
You just gotta suffer. Oh!
Be like Shaq, no expression.
All right,
Oh, I can't talk.
it's so hot.
Oh my God.
It is so hot.
Oh,
Bo, don't choke.
no, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's
No,
what you
it's
say
good.
now.
It's good.
Really
I
good.
feel good.
I feel good. Okay.
It's not burning at all.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Take a big dip, Bo. We did.
Oh.
No, dude. That wasn't a little dip.
That icicle.
No, you
How's
gotta. We can do 5 minutes. We can go 5 minutes.
Without a drink?
Yeah. Or you got a drink there? We'll crack that thing.
There's
Uh,
stuff leaking.
Adam, what's the next big snowboard trend?
Clip-in bindings.
I don't know, man. Surf,
hope not. I hope it's not
surfy style snowboards is gonna continue to get bigger, I think. Wide, surfy boards.
I can't even read.
Or at least none of us choked.
Oh man.
Use the snow as a cooler.
From my
I
mouth.
know. Dude, this is the worst.
We're
ever.
back.
It's so hot.
You guys, but
Why
Bo
are we
dipped,
here?
You dipped way too much.
Why are we here?
Uh,
Why did I do this?
take another bite. No.
I'll eat some broccoli.
You take a bite.
Don't touch your eyes. That's right. Well, we didn't get it on our fingers, so we're good.
I got it all over my fingers.
Don't do it.
Let me get the other end.
Don't do that. This is a Christian channel. Just kidding. PewDiePie reference. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. I got a question for you, Jason. So, Jason, there's a video coming out soon. It's gonna be a really fun video. It's gonna be called "What's Your Butter?"
Who's
Very
the butter?
similar to "In Your Face."
Yep.
You're crying. You're crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying. I don't cry.
What was your favorite trick from "What's Your Butter" that you did?
Favorite trick from What the Butter that I did?
That you did, that we did. That Bo also is gonna be in the video.
I don't know. I gotta say the high speed front three off the toes.
Over the gap.
Over the gap was the scariest.
That was scary. That was a scary one.
Probably the last trick was the most fun, doing a hand drag.
The hand drag
Haven't
over
done
the
one of those in
knuckle.
a long time.
Sick. All right.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good video.
It's gonna be a good one. It's coming up on the channel soon. The
Guess
next.
who won?
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. You guys, you gotta watch the video to find out.
This guy won.
All right. You guys got a question for Bo? Bo, what are you eating?
Yo, you're eating the broccoli?
Chappelle.
Jason is coming to Japan next year.
I'm coming.
We're going to Japan.
No, they're coming
Going
with
back
me.
to Japan.
I'm already
Gonna
going.
get
They're
all
just
the
coming with me.
Chappelle.
Bo.
They're following me there.
What? I don't know. But us. What's
What's your favorite color?
what do you got to say about Keystone yesterday? What's Keystone like right now?
Keystone's amazing right now. So Colorado has gotten dumped on in the past couple weeks, so the base is super deep, and the park at Keystone is on point right now.
Keystone was good.
Yeah,
Keystone was really fun. I-70 super fun.
we'll be at Keystone tomorrow if anybody wants to join.
Keystone tomorrow.
Bow
Nice.
Archive.
Jason's
You'll
leaving.
never see me again.
Jason, where can the people find you if they want to?
You gotta come to North Carolina.
on social media.
Outer
Track
Banks,
me down.
Outer Banks, North Carolina.
You won't find me on social media.
Yeah, no social media, but if you want to
You
go,
might see me
if you want to go
in the street.
hang gliding or jet skiing or kiteboarding in the Outer Banks, surfing, he's your man.
Just hit up TJ.
He's your guy.
He'll get me there. Get you there. Oh my God. What?
Oh, dude. Oh, Bo, where'd you get that hoodie? This is a limited board archive. I just spit uncontrollably.
We've got it actually says Bow Archive.
Does it?
It's the Bow Archive, the new website. BowArchive.com.
It's Bow Archive.
Bo archive.
Look for the channel.
Board archive. Subscribe.
The broccoli really helps with the burn.
Dude, it's good. I feel great right now.
The broccoli helps a bit.
I feel so
I
good.
think Jason got the most hot sauce.
It just went straight in my brain.
Hope you're like.
Okay.
My face is on fire.
All right. One
Bow Archive.
last
hashtag.
question. Where's the best place to snowboard in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
App-ski, duh.
App-ski Mountain.
Of course. Shout out to Apski Mountain.
Tiny mountain.
All you guys.
It's all park.
Recess,
you go on the right-
all
Edge of the
work
World,
there.
Apski Mountain. Everybody out there. Nate, shout out. Riley, Luke Winkleman. Huge shout out to Luke Winkleman.
Rick Wilkinson.
Joe Matroni, shout out. No, he's not in Hatteras. He's in Kill Devil Hills.
Nag's Head.
Don't give out my secret location.
I'll give you his address for
Yeah.
if you want.
I'm around.
Bake. I know that. Just your parents.
Outer Banks is too.
All right,
too
guys.
thick. I live in North Carolina. That's all.
So these guys, these are two of my oldest friends. A lot of love for these guys. Been
Forever.
awesome shredding the last. We got 3 days on snow, and literally like I only get to ride with this fool like once a year. So the last few days have
It's
been
been fun.
awesome. We got a fun video coming out. Got a board review coming out. Got a video on the boots coming out soon. So lots of stuff coming up. Kevin's coming into town tomorrow. Gonna be riding with Jonathan, Ryan, a bunch of people. So anyways, guys, thanks for all the questions today. Thank you guys for eating really hot sauce with me.
This is a steak.
And live chat on Friday over on Snowboard Pro Camp. Hope to see you guys here next week on Monday. Thanks for all
I'll
the
be in
great
Japan.
questions.
My goggles.
Jason will be in Japan. You
Well,
might
that's
see
the
him in
next
some
time you see
videos
me.
this summer, maybe. We'll see, hopefully.
I'm gonna still be riding with TJ the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, Bo's gonna still be here. All right.
Probably everywhere.
All right.